Going to Seattle was great to see Nervosa and to see KACL, which was incredible.
It's very surreal.
Fantastic.
Bizarre.
A real celebration of all things Frasier.
It's the Twilight Zone is the only way I can put it.
We knew we wanted to get some familiar faces from the old show.
I just said, well, why don't we just go back to Seattle and do a nostalgic, revisiting of his actual call-in show.
I'm making a Where Is He Now segment on Frasier for KACL.
We're actually headed to Seattle tomorrow. Ross twisted my arm into getting behind the microphone one more time, broadcasting wisdom to our grateful listeners.
That's amazing.
Wow.
They still have radio?
This is Dr. Frasier Crane. I'm listening.
You felt shivers. I can only imagine for Perry and Kelsey what that was like to come back and be in those sets and have some of those moments again.
I broke a little, so it's more emotional than I thought it would be.
I had no idea it would be that emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I remember seeing Perry sort of see the sets the first time, and in Kelsey's reaction as well, it was very touching.
Welcome to KACL.
The radio station looks pretty much as it was.
Yeah.
When we looked at it, this wood, we weren't sure exactly what it is. Is it mahogany? Is it cherry? And I started to look back at old Pottery Barn catalogs, and it turns out that cherry was so popular back then. So we manufactured these tops.
It seems contemporaneously accurate.
We updated the equipment. The original set had tapes against that wall, so over her shoulder it would look very different.
The microphones are different. The chairs are different.
Ross, is that the nest? What the hell's going on here?
So it's not as fancy as it used to be here at KACL, but you don't need bells and whistles to do great radio.
Since Frasier has left, the budget for the station has really contracted. So we're trying to show that with how dated the furniture is. And if you went outside, you'd see some bird poop, which is paint. It's not pristine like it was in Frasier's day.
Money is tight.
It rather hinders the creatives.
Roz has been promoted, and this is her office now. The plaques and the awards are faded glory. They're still proud of their work, but that's in the past.
KACL isn't what it was.
No.
This is Cafe Nervosa.
They recreated the sets without anything. I think they just looked at pictures of the old show.
We watched a lot of Frasier. The original art department didn't have any photographs or drawings of this set, so everything was a still shot that we took off of our monitors.
Take your take two.
Here we go, and action.
Brow furrowed. Frasier scowls at the changes made to his beloved Cafe Nervosa.
In the subsequent years after Frasier left Seattle, we did slight bits of renovation to this. What the writers wanted us to do is that when we walked into this set, we knew where we were. We would start with the wall and we would guess, like, that is a 3-foot door. That looks like a 6-inch column. So we just went around the room that way. These sofas did not exist when Frasier was last in Cafe Nervosa.
Workout clothes, sofas, it's like some grungy common room at the Y.
That whole back wall is different because we couldn't find the original piece of furniture, so this is our interpretation. This piece right here, we rebuilt, we aged it all, and the upstage area is slightly different because we couldn't find the original bookcases. The logo changed very subtly. We added all these little signs, and all these coffee beans are fresh.
Latte for Frasier?
Every bit, everything was considered just so that we had some kind of authenticity to evolution.
It's gonna be really, really fun to see Gil and Bulldog and Roz and Frasier all in those sets that we love.
We just fell back into it.
The audience audience is enthusiastic, and their response is immediate. And Stage 18, it's magnificent. It houses a larger audience than any sitcom audience I've ever seen.
How you doing? Yeah, have a seat, have a seat. Thank you very much. Kind of you. Hi, guys.
Last night we had 400 in, which is quite exceptional for a sitcom.
Truth be told, I'm a little nervous about doing the call-in show again. Those are big shoes to fill.
You're referring to your own shoes.
When they laugh, they roar of appreciation.
And I always forget this because that's so funny. What is it?
How wonderful it is to work with Kelsey Grammer again. He's just a delight.
We make each other laugh a lot. When I come by to water the plants, I might have a glass of your fancy wine or two.
I don't have plans.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Kelsey sets such an amazing tone. He always has fun.
It needs to be a little freewheeling, a little bit spontaneous, and we have that. But underneath, everybody's got to be ready to go. And then widen out to that shot.
Yes, it's work, and we all have our responsibilities, but here we are, doing what we always dreamed of.
To have Edward and Dan, Perry, and Kelsey re-inhabit that space, and I felt incredibly fortunate to kind of just be there, fly on the wall style.
Feels like an easy family reunion.
Did you lose the caller again? Somebody moved light 3 to... This stinks!
It's a presumptive joy to think about being on stage with them. They are extraordinary people.
Someone finally came out of the closet.
Well, if I'm honest, I think we all...
I'm out. I'm proud.
The way they do their roles is priceless.
Don't fry for me, Art's Cantina. I think that Gil's maintained his own eccentricity.
They didn't miss a beat.
All those years, you were overcompensating with that toxic frat boy masculinity.
No, I still got that. I'm just into dudes now.
For me personally, that was a masterclass to watch.
To have Perry back for so many episodes, working with her is so fantastic.
For the last 20 years, a lot has changed in that world. Frasier coming into her life again reminds her of the beginning of that part of her life. Frasier, I have got to get you back on the air.
Right, he's having a bit of a panic attack. Do you think we can get him a cup of tea?
If you have a tea bag and a cup,
Maybe we can turn the air up?
if you have an air conditioner.
Ross, what has happened to this place?
Actually making that decision to transition maybe out of her much-loved job is very difficult.
I get a chance to say something to the Roz character, and it changes her life.
Sometimes we have to move on from a career when it's not exactly panning out.
I don't know why I'm getting upset. I think he makes it make sense.
They are starting to lean on each other a little bit, and we love slowly showing how Roz can be a part of this group.
It was so much fun.
It was.
We're just friends for life.